bitch when I'm out with Charlie. And we keep more eyes on us than the show iCarly. Bad bitch, make it where you can't get over me. Your ass a pussy, I'm a bubble like a ovary. I'm talking every day, you gon' wanna hit on this. So sticky, we need a boo, ain't got shit on this. Come get you a sample, lip between the camel. Pussy taste sweet, cause I ate my pineapples. Light a couple candles, two, you can handle a pussy gooey like yo before the eggs scramble. Never trust a man who had briefs, cause he gon' wanna fucking keep it brief. Call again when you need something to eat. So I can open my legs, wanna repeat, let's get it.
I finally figured it out. You know what loving you was like?
I want them to
What is up, baddies? Who's exhausted? Who's exhausted? Cause I feel a little tuckered out. I feel tired. It's insane. I know. Who do I call out? Who's a good person to start beef with? I'm trying to think. I feel like Andy is an alley-oop. I feel like people get frustrated with him very easily. But oh my god. I saw that discourse hit. And if you're a little confused, Ashley sent like this message on chat BBC where it was like, can anyone from Big Brother 26 like confirm or deny if the only reason that Rubina was kept was because of like her being Filipino or Filipina? To which I was like, no. And like, if you, and I don't understand, how someone could have that perspective. Like, just legitimately, Rubina didn't really campaign that week at all. So it's like, I don't even know, what are we talking about? Like, what I'll speak on is like, I truly don't understand how that could be like the takeaway of that week. There were so many things that occurred that, you know, it's like that the meme, we're gonna blow up the Pentagon, you know? That's why Cedric went home. Is that it was like an insane set of circumstances where it's like Cedric volunteers for the block. Cedric is a really big target. Cedric is a part of the like core alliance that, you know, in this power structure, T-Core and Chemo feel like they're at the bottom when it's like, hey, we can milk this and we can still be at the top. And then it's like, if Rubina doesn't look over and check Mackenzie while she's rolling the ball, she could have won the AI arena, and then Mackenzie goes home anyway. Like, there are so many things that led to like Cedric going home, and that was such a massive centerpiece of the season where it threw everything into confusion, chaos, and agony. And so, yeah, I was just like really confused on what Angela was even talking about. I don't know how she was that out of the loop. She didn't vote that week, if you forgot. She was HOH, but I took over her HOH, so she wasn't able to vote. And so, yeah, I don't know how that would even be like a topic of discussion of like, oh, she cried a lot. Rubina didn't really cry that much on our season, I felt. I thought she wasn't like, especially for strategic reasons. Yeah, today has been crazy. IMO, this was originally started because Angela said she was rooting for Morgan to win, and then it went from there. Yeah, I don't know, like, and so Ashley sends this post where it's like, the way it's worded is like, definitely like, hey, that's crazy, right, everyone? Don't we agree that this feels problematic? And I don't know what, like, the intent is outside of that, is to, like, stir up that discussion. Which, like, if Ashley felt a type of way about it, if she felt like that was uncool, then I don't think that there's anything wrong with that discussion. When she asked that question, I said no, and then Kat got involved, where she's gonna, of course, defend Angela. And so then what my solution was, oh my god, what's up, Cooper? Hey, Dana, how are you? It was interesting because, like, I then just said, I was like, at Pluto TV, just clear this up, because I don't want to have a discussion over, like, the ethics of what someone said if we don't have a clip. The clip that was shared, to me, just shows, like, a complete, like, misunderstanding of Big Brother 26. I just know someone is on Twitter clipping, yeah. And so it's like, I understand if Ashley felt that way, like, that is totally something that we should be talking about, right? But then her, like, follow-up was like, oh, I'm not saying she's, like, whatever. And then I'm like, okay, well, I don't understand then, like, the original post, but that's, you know, I don't really care to understand it. And yeah, I don't know. I wanted Pluto TV to post the full clip, because then it's like, then we have all the context to be able to analyze what was being said, and try to, like, glean intention versus, like, you know, I don't even know what the right phrase is, but, like, yeah, it was just very exhausting, and everyone's been, yeah, Pluto TV asked, why am I involved? And I was like, you sent in, like, a clip when Barrett and Drew, there was, like, speculation that they knew each other. I think the clip was kind of clear enough, honestly. But my takeaway of that is that then Ash is like, well, why aren't you including the, like, start of the clip? And so then I'm like, okay, I would like more information, right? Like, it just, I don't know. What's up, Giuseppe? And so, yeah, just the entirety of today has been like, I don't know. My biggest thing is, like, what a just incredible misunderstanding of Big Brother 26. That's how I feel about it, where I'm like, in the clip, I don't think that Angela is saying, like, that is the reason why she stayed was because, like, representation, whatever. But I don't know what her perspective is there, that people felt bad for her and wanted, and, like, I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand anything. And then there's, like, the Morgan and Ashley beef being, like, aired out. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe we should just all get off Twitter. Maybe we should all, like, you know, I think you get, like, $5 to post on Chat BBC when it's not an eviction day. I don't think the $5 is worth it, you know? I think that that's, like, the center of all of it, is, like, I think we should slow down and just be like, you know, a day. Lauren, that's a great question. Ashley saw, like, a live feed thing of Angela, and Angela's, like, very inaccurately describing the reason why Rubina stayed against Cedric. But just doesn't explain it accurately at all. And Ashley said that she like posted about it being like, I can't believe that the live feeds haven't been cut. You know, she's saying that the only reason Rubina stayed was because she was Filipina and representation and stuff, to which I think that that's like I could understand where she gets that takeaway, but she doesn't explicitly say those words, and then you like it's like whatever intention, you know, behind it. I don't understand. There's no real like defending the clip. I don't really have a stake. I don't think Rubina cares. Like that's what's like annoying, is that then it turned into like Rubina's my friend, but like Rubina does not care about her opinion of, or she doesn't care about the opinion of Angela, right? Like, we know they're not friends, just like we know Angela and T-Core are not besties. Like, and that's okay. Yeah, she certainly implied it, and then it's like it was, yeah. If you saw Claire's tweet, I agree with her. The previous cast should not watch the new season. BB27 class clearly has a lot of tension. Let's not forget they experienced a loss too. It's a lot of emotion still. Absolutely. I mean, if you were not a super fan of Big Brother, I'm not surprised that like you wouldn't be interested in keeping up with the next season. America responded to it and was like, this is the first like real season of me like getting back into it like fully as a fan. And I would say that like America is a very well adjusted person. And like I think that other people with Big Brother 27, it's so recent that it's sometimes hard to decide if you are adjusted afterwards. And that's like even myself, you know, there's a good chance that I'm still holding on to something from Big Brother 26. Like, I feel like that's pretty natural, right? Like, it would be unreasonable to be able to watch, it would not be normal, I feel like, to be able to watch it and be like, well, I'm okay. Like, you know, I just think that, like, I don't know. I asked for the full clip, though, on chat BBC, because I felt like that would put it a lot to rest. Like, don't leave it up for interpretation of the, like, one person saying this. And it's like, obviously, Kat is invested in defending Angela. They're, like, best friends, too. So it's like, let's take out the bias, intentions, whatever. I think that, like, that is, you know, if Angela said those words, right, like, that's not cool. You should get in trouble for that, right? Like, that's not cool. Like, it would make sense for people to have, like, a distaste with that. And so, like, for Angela's sake, I think you should see the clip in full. But then, yeah. What's up, John? How are you? I feel like every time someone tried to help, it only got worse. Yeah, and then it, like, devolved into, like, a drama thing. And then Big D was like, don't even acknowledge that, Pluto TV. This is a place for whatever. And I'm like, Big D, don't acknowledge the person requesting, like, the full clip. Like, I was annoyed by that. I was like, I want to respond, like, all right, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I think Star brought up another reason for the feeds flashback. I fully agree with that. I think that you should be able to rewind the feeds because, you know, for example, on my season, there was like that's the group, like, controversy, and people thought that they thought that me in the diary room talking about like being nefarious and I was scheming, I was fully scheming. They felt like it was me who like started the conversation about it being centered around race, when the truth is T-Core and Chelsea both approached me, and even though it was worse for my game, for them to like have that difficult conversation with Angela, I felt like that's something that like that outweighs game every single time. Like you can't just like whatever. You have to let that conversation happen. They have this conversation, and then Angela is like upset with me. My assumption is that she's upset because I sold her out, and somehow she's completely misunderstood basic communication where they're like, hey, we felt this way, and then they felt like I was injecting, or then she felt like I was the one who made it about race. And Angela and I discussed it multiple times on the feeds. But every single time that conversation started, both with tempers flared and like normal demeanor trying to solve the issue of like, hey, this is really important that we have this conversation, the feeds were cut. And so then it's like people online constantly, you know, whenever they're upset with me, they say things like, well, aren't you the one that whatever? And it's like, no, actually. And I wish that the like clips of me and Angela talking about it and getting it sorted, I wish that had been aired. That'd have been great for me. You know, it benefited other people, but it didn't benefit me. It would have been nice, you know? And so, yeah, I think that it's just one of those things where I think a feed, like the feeds being like rewindable, is that then it gives other people to control the narrative. Like BB Junkies is a clip account that updates and they provide clips and stuff. They've been taken down, and so now it's like some of the update accounts might have biases or may have misread whatever, and they're injecting their like opinion or perspective or feelings towards what was said, and then it's like, well, what's accurate? There's no way of double checking, and so now you just have to kind of live with it. But yeah, I think it would, yeah. I also think, like, it's not too hard to, like, remove your ego from that situation and, like, have private conversations of, hey, this was not my intention, like, whatever. Like with Jason, for example, someone in the general chat on chat BBC, they, like, tagged me and they were, like, really upset saying that, like, I was dogpiling on Jason, and they mentioned, like, how, like, there's been way more problematic things said in the Big Brother house, and, like, whatever, and I was silent for that, and then I responded and was like, hey, man, like, I don't want you to think that, like, I was ignoring or excusing problematic behavior of the past. Like, I was not trying to dogpile on him. I simply felt like that was crazy. I reacted live in the moment. I felt like that was a reasonable response. But I'm sorry that you felt that way. And then they're like, okay, sorry. And then they're apologizing. And it's like, I think that if people just had more time to explain their perspectives. But instead, it's like one person says anything, and then there's like 6,000 screenshots of it, and like discourse is started. And then that person has their echo chamber saying all these things, then the other person, and then both sides think they're wrong, and then it just feels like really exhausting, and it's not fun to watch the show anymore. You know? I'm just like thoroughly not enjoying it at all. Like, it's not fun. It's like, just genuinely, like, what's the point? I'm about to delete chat BBC, TBH, Tizo, Parasocial. Well, it's like the main goal of the of that app is supposed to be like you're posting live your thoughts, whatever, to the episode in live feeds, and then it's like then people are like upset by that, and then they're like, why is a third boot flop commenting? And I'm like, because that's what the app is, you know? I'm not going to Disney and then seeing someone in a Goofy costume, and I'm not asking, and why is an adult in a Goofy costume? It's like, well, that's the job. That's what you're there for, right? Like, very blue aesthetic, yeah. What's great, this is like a gray. Yeah, the hopping on chat BBC has not been fun at all. Like, not even a little bit. And then now there's like the contrarian where it's like things get like discussed to death, and then an hour later a different Big Brother alum posts like I feel, and then they say like the like really agreed upon opinion that everyone has been arguing to like cater to this like whatever, and I'm like, oh my god, you're so special and different. Like, it's like in every direction it's just creating a factory of like reactionary takes, and I don't appreciate it at all. Like, I like it when Turner chimes in too, because he doesn't really care about like Big Brother in that way of like the fandom. He like watched the show prior a little bit, but like casually, you know? Did you see BB27's Cat's tweet about her and Lauren? I did like that, where she's like, just in case anyone was curious, we're doing good. And it's just like, yeah, Turner rage baiting in that chat does remind me how not to take it serious. Like, whenever I'm not feeling great and I'm frustrated, and then he sends something dumb in there, I'm like, oh yeah, none of this matters. Lauren, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, and keep up the good work. Yeah, everyone just wants to, like, it's like, and I'm in this, like, cycle too, where I'm like, Andy posts the most, like, dumbass shit on the planet every day. And every day I see it, and I roll my eyes. I shouldn't care, but I'm in the group chat. And so then it's like, can I mute people on the TL? That would be great. That would be a phenomenal function. If you as a user could just mute the people that you don't like. But then that just becomes Twitter. You know? And it's like, I just wish that there was, you know, an easier way to commentate on reality TV with low stakes. But I like that the, you know, community of chat BBC is like I like that it's so back and forth. Like, I like the feedback loop. I like sharing my perspective and seeing if people think it's funny or whatever. And I don't know. It's just like, why is there not a more, like, and then it's either the most heated argument, or it's like everything then becomes like a thought experiment where it's like, interesting that you haven't called out Kamu for being MAGA today. And I'm like, I've already called him out every single time. We already called him out. Every time I stream, he's Kamu Kirk. He's carrying the flame. We know. We don't like him. like, and that's another thing, is people are like, where's this energy towards Thog? And I'm like, we don't like Thog. We don't like Haley. Like, you know, like... I'm like, yeah, dude, we're aware. We don't like her politics. That's her last name. And then everyone on Blue Sky for like a week was calling her Thog. I don't know. I'm late to the... I'm late. Thog Martin is her last name, yes. And then I live with a Haley, so it's like... She's like, what do you mean you hate me? She hears from the other room. She's like, all right, Quinn's chat hates me. Yeah, Thog does make her more likable, which is an interesting thing. Kelsey, thank you so much for the Prime. Woo! Make some noise. Shout out to Kelsey _kid. That's so nice. And then it's just like, it's like even the people who, like Barrett's not problematic. Barrett is a super fan. And now it's like there's so much discourse about how he's like sitting on his hands and he's way too passive and he's the vet's lapdog and all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, there's 60 people in the house. He hasn't been nominated yet. It's okay. It's literally okay. You know, like, I understand that you want him to be more active, but at the same time, everyone calls me the biggest idiot on the planet for overplaying. And maybe his takeaway from Big Brother 26 is like, maybe if I find a fine line between Quinn and Joseph, then maybe we'll reach some success. You know, like, it's very that's like, even like, maybe he watched Izzy. Izzy is one of his favorite players. Izzy played extremely hard and was pre-jury. So maybe his perspective is like, I gotta find the right momentum, you know? I just don't like how he is golden in his eyes, but Drew gives it. Oh my god, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Drew is doing such a good job of being a rat. He's selling them out. He's being the best ally on the planet, and they are like, we can't trust this guy. And honestly, we should kill him. They're like, it's so frustrating. And it's like, I feel bad because like, even when you, and I think it's a message of like, even when you're doing everything right, or with the correct intention, it still doesn't land. It doesn't guarantee that it's gonna land. And that's extremely frustrating. They're thinking about it. They're on the fence. The truth, you know? But... I have a hot take. It's slightly different, but I like the sentiment, the idea. The inklings of a thought. I feel like Jason is Big Brother 28's Angela. I think that he has more allies, especially early on. But from what I heard is it like he's blown up his spot in a way where it's like he should. Oh, Angela's doing way better this season. Yeah. I wanna share that sentiment. Obviously, Angela's doing a great job. She's a little paranoid, but it hasn't fallen apart yet. So for that, we're excited. We're happy. But with Jason, is like he should have no more real estate, right? Like, he should be cooked. But for that like on a meta level, all these opportunistic players, they see a Jason and they're like, you have nothing. And that's why I'm going to bring you in. That's why I'm going to drag you into next week. Yeah, he's like this form of chaos, like whatever. But it's interesting that Angela is trusting him because I feel like Angela was in a similar position where, for example, she's had a conversation about this deal where it was like, I'll vote for you to stay if you guarantee me 3 weeks of safety. And it's like, of course, Jason is going to make that deal in the same way that Angela would make whatever deal she needed to, you know, she would just be like, okay, yeah. I want to work with you. But then the next week, it's like, Jason's position is so exposed. Why wouldn't he just say, fuck it, and like, burn those that saved him? Because it's like, it's still, he's in a bad position with them. And the same thing goes for like Angela in BB26. It's like, well, she has no commitment to logic and reason, right? Like, she has the ability to just say fuck it, and even when it doesn't make sense for her game, you know? But yeah, I've been if it's Rome/Jason left on the block, who we think is going? Rome. Yeah, Rome. I think Rome is absolutely cooked. You think this is the strongest cast we've had in a while? I would say like I'm optimistic about this cast, of course. There's some people that I don't love. But it's also week 2. So in the same direction of like, it could get like way better. I'm excited for that. And then in the same way that like, thank you, Adam. But then in the same way, it's like, if the vets, they've been playing super duper mega hard, like what if this game was being pushed by Kamu or Chuck or Haley, right? Like, right now we're in a good position because the people that we like are in power and are safe. But that can switch at any point. So I'm staying optimistic, but I'm not going to definitively be like I saw this this post that was like, this is the most strategic like cast we've had in the new era. And like whatever. And I'm like, it's week 2. What are you talking about? Like I feel like everyone gets so excited to shit on the previous seasons for their like shiny new like exciting thing. And I'm like, yeah, they're all in an alliance together. It's like week 2 has felt like a year. That is true. I do feel like Latte Lux, I love that name. I do feel like it's been a long one. It is just like when you see seems that Jason may survive. Uh-oh. Yeah. Here's the thing. We have some like true hardcore showmen, right? So it's easy to get like really excited about it. And I think that we should celebrate these people when they're laying it on the line like that. But like, right now, we can't have a season running where it's like just on Yash's shoulders. Like, it's very circumstantial. I have beef with Kenny still. Yeah, Joseph, you gotta start tweeting about it. Imagine Kenny tweet you post like, guys, me and Kenny are cool, and then Kenny responds to your tweet with a selfie of Kenny, and then he's like, yeah, we're not cool. Don't whatever. And that was the like insane part of the like Twitter discourse, was that like a lot of people were speculating that Ashley said that about Angela because she said that she was rooting for Morgan to win, or that Morgan deserved to win, whatever. And then Ashley says it. So people were speculating that. And then Ashley is like guys, me and Morgan are chill. We are good friends. Like, it's like, that is not why I said it. And then Morgan felt like she was kind of like using, or I'm assuming, that like, you know, my read into it was that like Ashley's like, see, look, we're friends, okay? So, you know, using that as a shield, and then Morgan does her thing. But yeah. I DM'd Ashley the BB26. So yeah, she did not watch Big Brother 26. She was very funny because I think she only watched like the first 2 weeks or something, and she was like, what did she say? She told me and Chelsea something about it being like the Tucker and Angela show, and then after Tucker went home, she was like, it was so interesting because she didn't watch the season, but like she was, I don't know. But this is something I thought was funny. She was like, and then after Tucker went, like, Chelsea, you know, you started getting like screen time, and then she's like, Quinn, I think like, yeah, I would say that you were like one of the liked people, and I was like, yeah, like if I had to guess, I'd probably say I was like in the top 3, you know, like whatever. It's just like so funny where I feel like she was trying to like figure out what her opinion is, but I don't think she's watched Big Brother 26, and I'm right there in front of her, and I'm like, like, hey man, you could just say that you didn't watch the season, you know? Paul is very open about not really watching my season, and that is very okay. We are friends. You know? I'm like, you don't have to pretend like you watched. You don't. So I do think that there was like, she didn't know what happened with the Rabina thing, but I don't know. I'm gonna start doing that though. I'm gonna go up to like, maybe I don't tune in for the rest of this Big Brother 28. And then when I approach them, I'll be like, Barrett, you were doing XYZ. And then he'll be like, yeah, maybe in the first 2 weeks I was doing that, but I changed in this way afterwards. I'm like, I'm gonna be real. It's like, I talked to Janelle, and she called Bowie Jane Bojo. She's like, who's Bojo? And we're like, Bowie Jane, she like made it really, really far. And they're like, and she had no clue. She asked me on the cruise, she's like, you didn't turn against Leah, did you? And I was like, bro, did you watch the show? I was like, you tweet a lot about Big Brother, I feel like. You share your opinion, you know? The same thing happens with, oh, thank you. Like she has those tweets defending like Cameron Harden, but doesn't know who. Cassie, here was the thing: is that me and Caleb Heron, we did go get ramen with Martha. I just don't know how you astral projected into the dinner. I called Bowie Jane Bojo too when we met. Ramen would go hard. Haley makes pretty good ramen. She does the egg. I feel like if I'm making ramen, it's like college student energy going into it, you know? What's up, Tim likes mangoes. That's my energy when I make ramen, you know? I went to one expensive ramen place with my college roommate, and when we left, we both agreed, we were like, I don't know. She was the star. Love this. No, I was not used to cold showers. I do not take cold showers. Okay, in college, they forced us to take, Oh, Joseph, that is 1,000,000% true. If you ask anyone else from our season why Rubina got voted out, none of them would say it was because of race. That is 1,000,000,000% true. That's why when I like saw that, I was like, no. What are you talking about? Okay, so in college, during preseason, we would do 3-a-days. And it was like exhausting. Like we would all be dead, all throughout like summer camp or summer like preseason. And we were forced to take ice baths. And it was genuinely the most miserable experience of my life. And so yeah, those cold showers, what's up, Trey? Those cold showers as a have-not was actually miserable. And one time, Lisa fully, like, I was taking the shower, she whips open the door, and the curtain goes whoosh, 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 just fully to the camera. I just nude. And I was like, oh my God. But okay, time out. Everyone keeps saying, like, Angela is out of the loop, and that is for sure 1,000,000% true for the season. She has watched the season. She has watched Big Brother. I have not played Cuphead. If you watch the edit, it's like... That's not even introduced. They do a pretty good job of being like, hey, there is this like under the radar like flip going on where the Pentagon gets blown up. Yeah, it's like they just loved Rubina. The massager, but ice baths are nice. I do feel like I would be team ice bath. I posted a few thoughts on Twitter. Let's check it out. We're just talking about like today's been crazy, the speculation and confusion on everything. I just don't... What happened today? Well, I don't know if you've seen Twitter, but there's like Ashley and Morgan beef. Ashley and Cat beef on Chat BBC. Drulity in full swing though. True. Okay, this is what Trey said. He said, Survivor players have 6 months to 1 year to organically recenter their lives after being on reality TV. Their first experience viewing their show after living the game is after months of processing and hopefully therapy. Big Brother does not have that same privilege. I say this because this is BB's 27's first time viewing their show after the experience of having been on it. It's frustrating, it's eye-opening, it's recontextualizing. Give grace. I fully agree with this. Let me drop some likes in there. Also drop a like on that one. Banger tweet. Wait, what? Wait. except he disagreed with Haley, saying she speaks. Oh my god. Hey, thank you for the burrito. Haley says okay, so Haley says Melody. Someone, while I'm bringing this up, I'm looking for jobs. I posted on my story, literally been like, yo, looking for jobs, hit me up. And this guy that I know works at Google and is like, hey, like, check out our careers if you have anything. Like, if anything catches your eye, let me know. I don't know if I'm qualified for these jobs that he sent me. Like, one of them was like, it said a decade of experience. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna apply, but I'm like, oh my god.
See, I think Melody's face and body, yeah, but I don't like her personality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. She kind of like talks like ghetto.
Sometimes she does, and it pisses me off.
That's icky. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, stop that. Like, you're from Colorado.
Yeah.
And Arizona. Like, stop.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes
so
she does that,
weird.
and I'm like, okay.
But I think she does it to be cool
Yes.
with the other three. And I'm like, no one says yo. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
bruh.
I say yo.
But like, bruh and bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I'm like, because she didn't do that at the beginning.
When she talks with me by just us two, like,
She's normal.
it's not anything like that.
But I think that would be, because she's beautiful too. We also, and when I say we talking shit, it's me, Dee, and Angela.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow, she's really been wearing those itty bitty shorts with no bra hanging out for Drew.
For me?
True. Yeah,
Wow.
we're cracking up.
I feel special.
But that's when we came in, we were giggling.
Yeah. I know you guys are making fun of me, but I know it's just for
But
jokes.
it's fun. It's funny.
She's like, no one has ever in their life said yo or bruh. She says hey instead of greetings. Can you believe this? Yo is like fully like moved into normal whatever. She would have lost her mind. I call everyone dog. She'd be like, this is unbelievable. Like, could you... What did Trinity say on Love Island? Where she's like, somebody boot this B word out of here. Hey, what's up, dude? What is good? Am I allowed to say your identity? Can I say your? Also, don't call me jobless. What the fuck? Can I reveal your identity or no? Yes. Okay. This is Maverick. Maverick is April's son. This is my dog at the crib. You know, future Big Brother player. I feel like Maverick, I talked about you on stream at the start of the season. I said that Drew is kind of like your older brother. Like, I feel like Drew is a mixture. I was like, you know what he reminds me of is April from Big Brother 6's son. He's your spirit. You guys are like that. That's your brother. As far as I'm concerned, you are blood. All right. That's so funny. Yeah. Pepperoni April. That's awesome that you're here. We just witnessed Haley say some egregiously insane things. Maverick's gonna be on Big Brother. Keep your eyes peeled. It's gonna be pretty sick. It's gonna be him and is it Aurora? Is that yeah, Aurora is Rachel's daughter, right? There's gonna be it's gonna be all Big Brother children competing, and that'll be the twist. Adora, not yeah. Oh yeah. Rayma's for sure getting that call. It's gonna be like blood versus water. Haley and Kami are gonna be Christmas in Memphis. Okay. I've been careful with my words, but let me share my thoughts. I do think that Haley has it in her to hit someone with her car. I do feel like she's got that in her bag. I think she would. Yeah, they need to open a restaurant and then commit, like, what was it, tax fraud? Or... Don't stress, Maverick. You just gotta let your brain, like, your frontal cortex will, like, develop. You have plenty of time to figure out how to not have a big mouth. Trust me. And if you do, that kind of contributes to the game in a good way. How quickly do they take a picture with Cody and Jessica? Oh my god, they would love that. That would be awesome. Yeah, Maverick, you just have to work out in a way that ensures you'll be good at competitions, you know? I'm about to be first food. Why are you manifesting this? Oh my gosh. I remember I was trying to I was like the boomer in the room where I was like, so do you like sports? And then Maverick's like a whole ass like model. And he's like, yeah, I've gotten into like pictures and stuff. And I'm like completely misunderstood. And then obviously we follow each other. And I was like, oh, he's like a model. I was like, okay. I was like, I felt 9,000 years old being like, so you play the Xbox? You play Fortnite? He's like, oh God. I'm telling you, Quinn thought I was a baby. I thought you were young, yeah. This season, though, I think that this season's success will be determined by the boot order. I don't think that there's, you know, like I also fear for like Big Brother players, like, or like the Survivor players' reputations after this. Mallory for HOH. No, Mallory is my #1 client. I'm a mall rat. I'm a Druther. I'm a Barrett's bumpkin. I don't know any of the other fandom names. I thought this was so funny, I had to retweet it. Mallory looks like she could be my sister. I also, listen, I think she's a white woman with glasses. People say the same thing about Emily Flippin. I can cast in like 2 years, so I'm watching it up on my, oh, nice. Corey's live. Ashley's assassins? I am an Ashley assassin. I am an Ashley assassin. Barrett just named all 32 NBA teams and all but 4 MLB teams. Listen, if he had gotten all MLB, he no longer would have been my client. He would not have been my client. I swear. Okay, we have to watch this. This is so funny to me.
The whole time.
I got hoes at home.
I'm trying to fucking win. Guys, why can't we just all have boyfriends in here and just triple date the whole time?
I got hoes at home.
I'm trying to fucking win. Guys, why can't we just all have boyfriends in here and just triple date the whole time?
I got hoes at home.
I'm trying to fucking win. Guys, why can't we just all have boyfriends in here and just triple date the whole time?
I got hoes at home.
She said, I got hoes at home. Come on. Oh yeah, dude, that was awesome. That, I would be so sad if I didn't have a black tank top. You know, I'd be so sad. I got hoes at home. Fuck. Fuck. Me in a very committed relationship, Big Brother 30. Ah. I got hoes at home. I'm gonna make that into a sound that I'll play. Oh my god, yeah, Mini XO. I like that Haley is stuck in like the 90s like perception of language. She's like, oh my god, can you believe that he's saying yo? And it's like, yo is like gotten so you're almost lame if you say yo. Yeah, what if she's a secret, like, she's very woke. Like, she hits him with that, I don't think you talk like that at home. The dog's at the crib, she's sick. She's sick to her stomach. Here is today's California burrito. Not named such just because it's made in California. There was a California burrito in Lawton, and my friend Carlos worked there, and he straight up quit the team for 2 weeks because he had to work there. he straight up quit the team, and then our coach like talked to the manager, and then Carlos was back on our team. I have a whole burrito, yes. Shout out to Carlos. I have no idea what he's up to. I have not had a sushi burrito yet. Ah. But that does sound like my cup of tea. For Valentine's Day, Haley and I went to a like all-you-can-eat sushi place. And after several rounds of sushi, okay, we got our money's worth, right? After several rounds, I'm like, I gotta get one more order in me. You know, I was like, I gotta do it for me. Haley looks me in the eyes and she's like, I will not be participating in whatever you order. That is for you. Godspeed, Maverick. Thanks for tuning in. Gonna talk to Corey. Oh my god. I'll let it slide. Tell him I said hi. I'll let it slide. But I'm like, I gotta get one more in me. America, snap back like right now. Computer, pull up America. I am Team America. She's had pretty, like, good takes this entire season. You know, like, I think it's okay, you know? What's it called though? So I ordered a hand roll because in my head, a hand roll was like, it's for one, like you get one. So I was like, I'm gonna order this one like sushi thing and it'll be super small, like whatever. And when it got there, it felt like a sushi burrito. It was so big, I could have cried. But I was in front of Haley, and you know, she likes really tough guys. She likes really, like, tough, masculine, grizzled men, you know? And so I had to, like, maintain that performance art of that I'm a tough guy. Best food I've had in LA so far? I would say I've really enjoyed the sushi, because I really enjoy sushi. I love In-N-Out. Asher at dusk, what are you even talking about? We're talking about me. I'm the tough masculine guy. Come here. Oh my god. This is my tough guard dog. Okay. She might be trying to eat a burrito right now. Droolicity is gonna happen. Asher, sushi is like a tough meal right now. Sushi is tough. You're eating a fish raw. No, you can't eat that. Why are you assigning masculine and like feminine traits onto food? What do you think is a masculine dish? Steak? I don't think so. You know what? I was literally thinking a bear. I was like, yo, a masculine food? Bears. I just don't understand, how can we have a gendered energy of food? Eric, was your barbecue masculine or feminine? Where are my real slurpers at? Oh, I see what you're saying. No. I was making a joke about being a tough guy. Finishes his plate. I see. I thought you were like, I don't know what's so feminine about, or what's so masculine about eating sushi. Or like, I thought you were saying that sushi was feminine. I now see what you're saying. Pierogi? Do you know what? Okay, so I've been applying for jobs. And one of the jobs that I applied for, or I tried to find a job at Icebound Bar. I thought that would be very funny. Bashley still has time. Ah! No. Bashley is like post-season party. They're out on the balcony overlooking the city. Barrett's won America. No. Barrett's won America's favorite player. Ashley won her battle back. She's an icon. She tried to leap at this burrito. That's crazy. Ashley reposted and saved my Barrett Ashley, but you didn't hear from me. Sky, how did you feel that Keanu posted your edit on Instagram? Just regular timeline upload. When I saw it, every time I see it in the audio, I'm like, I know who made that. I'm like, I straight up know. Oh yeah. I've been applying for jobs. I finally got rejected, which is nice. Normally, I get the, like, I get the emails that are like, we received your application, thank you. And then it's like, you don't hear anything else. I finally got rejected. Follow-up application, business development representative, entry-level saves. Dear Quinn, thank you for your job application for the business development representative, entry-level sales position received on 7/21/2026. We regret to inform you that after reviewing your application, we have chosen to proceed with another candidate whose skills and experience more closely align with the job requirements. Thank you for your interest in our company. Sincerely, Human Resources. I've been applying through Indeed, yes. Something that I think is, so this is entry level. I've worked like over a year and a half of software sales. So it's like, we just don't like you. It's not a question of my qualification. I'm like, yes, I use a CRM. They had in their job listing that it's Salesforce. I'm like, I have direct experience using Salesforce. They're like, I'm sorry, you're not good enough for the big leagues. Salesforce is so ass. I prefer it over other CRMs. When I worked in nurse recruitment, they had their own proprietary software. Dumb. Like, why would you have your own software? That would be delightful, Cassie. I would love to be your coworker. I can do remote. I'm desperate. Oh yeah. Most of these softwares, like, they have so many bells and whistles, but they forget to be, like, you know, user-friendly. But I've used proprietary software, which meant that, like, we hired some guy in the Philippines to develop, like, our log and storage of, like, nurses' information. Practically useless. Have I tried tailoring? No. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna tailor my resume to work at Knott's, like, whatever, you know? Asher, that feels like a crazy use of your time. Are you uploading your resume and entering in your resume job history into their little fields? No, so I've been applying through Indeed, and then it's just like, apply with resume, and I'm like, yes. And then they're like, awesome, you have been entered in the application process. And then if they have the job listing on their website, I just upload it there. I upload my resume. ZipRecruiter, on it. I started filling out a, like, travel agency job, and at the end of the resume, they're like, they straight up, how do I put Big Brother? I say, like, Big Brother, or it's like the company is like CBS, and then I'm like Big Brother 26 house guest. Connected and cultivated relationships with my fellow house guests, as well as built a large following. Voted top 3 for America's favorite player. I flexed the top 3 AFP They don't want that Quinion clout. They would love the Quinion clout. Right? Like, I'm like, come on, America loved me. We had live feeds for 24 hours a day. Come on. Chat BBC didn't exist at the time, so there hasn't been, like, calls for acknowledgement. Imagine... They're like, ah. I'm like, post every day on Chat BBC for my $5. What's up, mentality? Joseph, yeah, that's harsh with Vinny showing up. He's a super fan too. I feel like you're just like, what the fuck? That's how I feel with Barrett. He has curly hair, glasses, and a nose ring. I'm like, shit. Ah. But you gotta choose to be a bumpkin. You gotta be a Barrett's bumpkin. Yeah, I don't know who gets the most, like, reacts. I don't know how that works. I've never gotten that. There's, like, a payout thing, and if you get it, it'll be added to your account. So I have no idea how that works. Oh, yeah, you and Vinny were extremely different. Just like me and Barrett are extremely different. But if you have a visual connector and you're super fans, people are like... People were saying that me and Corey are the same person. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I don't think so. He's like a law student. I don't think I could pull off the mullet like him. Barrett has gotten the LGBTQ plus allegations. Which, it's getting to a point where I'm like, all right, let's stop speculating. So many people said I look like Vince last season. Michael O'Rear, my dear close friend, I don't see Vinny. I don't see Vinny. Michael O'Rear, mind you, we are twins. Glasses. He just can grow really cool facial hair and I can't. Long curly hair. That's my goat. Michael O'Rear, I've been watching, you posted that podcast with May and I'm watching it. I was applying for jobs today and like applying, like as I'm applying, I was listening to your podcast. I think that you're a natural on the microphone, man. I've been looking for sales jobs, talent acquisition, HR positions. Amora? I apologize for talking with my... Okay. I forgot who Amora was. Also, just saw that April's kid was here. Just got a message deleted in Corey's chat. What did he say? Haley and Drew agreed that it pisses them off when Melody talks while Angela Color, the most boringest person. Melody is currently on the block. Uh-oh. Yeah, we might be in danger here, gang. There's more context. I'll pull it up here. Saying hella is not like... Oh my god.
Like
Bro, this house is full of haters, bro. This house is full of hate.
Like, if you just started hitting on me, you hella late. Shake my head.
Ugh, God, sometimes you talk and it pisses me off.
I'm gonna go ahead and just speak freely about it.
Yeah, of
About how,
course.
like, when she talks, I feel like she's the most boringest person in the fucking
She's
world.
boring.
And I
think, yeah, no, everybody gotta go, including Angela. Like, you're done. And you're fucking, I know that you are upset about your fucking A costume, but shut the fuck up. Like, and put on your fucking hat. Like, you just shut the fuck up about your hat.
No, Martha, it's okay. You don't gotta bark.
Ghetto.
Sometimes she does, and it pisses me off.
No.
That's icky. Like,
Bro, this house is full of haters, bro.
No, it's
This
okay.
house is full of hate.
Like, if you just...
No, that's alright, Martha. You don't have to bark. No. Asher, what the fuck? What? Let's not talk about anyone's body. Let's eat like. Okay. Say something cool like, "Yo, she's jacked." Something cool. Don't be like, "Am I the only one?" It's so feminine and strong. It's admirable. It's like, okay, we've lost the plot. We don't need to talk about that. That's unfair. I'm not being misogynistic. I'm saying, as a general rule, let's not, Yeah, that's bullshit, bro. Okay, cool. Thank you for not saying anything further about it, Oh. Martha is resting her face on the keyboard now. Okay, hey, don't do that. Thank you. Okay, no, don't. Okay, this is crazy right now. She just thinks to say, yeah, she turned the cap locks on, so she's ready to bark really loud. Yeah, she's pissed right now. Well, apparently, Ruby might have beef, or apparently Martha has trouble, like, trusting dogs with, like, a flat face. And I did kind of experience it because we saw an English bulldog, which is, like, the mix between, like, it's like the middle ground between a pug. And Martha was pretty hesitant. She was like, what the hell? I have no idea. But she was around a German Shepherd. It was gigantic. She was so chill. Who knows? Oh, yeah, rest up, puppy dog. Am I good with children? I think so. I'm pretty good with kids. I talk to kids as if they're full-grown adults. That one thing about me, I'm not like, are those your blocks? I'm like, oh snap, I'm like, oh snap, are those your blocks? You big block guy then? Do you play with blocks a lot or no? All the time? That's sick. Yeah, I don't really spend much time with the blocks. That's not really me. I'll hire you to be a part-time paraprofessional if you want. Yes, please. How do I do this? What do I do? How is the pay? Feels like a respect thing. Oh yeah, I love talking to kids, being like, I'll be like, hey man, how you doing? We were talking to Haley's like high school friend, and her son. And he's like really little. I was like, so do you like your mom's minivan or no? Is that not really your, like, what car would you? No. Oh shit, let me do the math on this. Per week. $9.26 a week, that's pretty good. Yes, I have a bachelor's degree. Are you? It's in San Fran though. I think that might be close. Let me see. Let me see. Can I work at your company remotely? Can we be recruiter boys? That's not close. Okay. I literally pulled up. I was like, all right, let's see what we're cooking with. No, damn it. Yeah, I asked this kid, I was like, do you like your mom's minivan? And then Haley said something, I'm like, what is he supposed to say back to that? I was like, I don't know, just asking his opinion, you know, get your thoughts out there, man. Talking to a first grader? So what are you studying at school? Passive a cig? You're a king, Joseph. I've been looking in the talent acquisition field, trying to get a recruiter job. It's just crazy. Does everyone, okay. What if I become a nanny? I'm looking for 40 hours a week, and then I'll stream after work. I'd be a fire-ass nanny. I'd teach the kid how to do cool shit. I'd be like, yeah, listen, man, I get that you're into your iPad, but we're gonna get you really into skateboarding. I'd be like, hey, we gotta go to bed. This whole awake thing, not gonna work. Your parents are gonna be pissed at me. I think I'd be a hilarious nanny. I'd be like, I mean, it's so serious. You gotta get some rest. Yeah, you gotta get some rest. Okay, you were way too not asleep right now. I'd be like, hey, that's great and all that you're like obsessed with you're obsessed. I'm more of a Nanny McPhee guy myself. I'd be like, yo, I get that you love not doing what I say, but you should consider doing it sometime. Hey, I don't want to cause a scene. I'll be like, listen, and I don't want to cause a scene. I don't want to like embarrass you or anything. You've pissed your pants 8 times since I've known you. It's been 2 weeks. That's a lot. You gotta stop pissing your pants. Me taking them to the park, I'm like, look, if you don't hang out with people your own age, I'm gonna get pissed, all right? Push-ups. I think I'd be an awesome soccer coach. I wonder if that's a job. Just the idea of being a soccer coach getting paid like a crazy amount. The idea, yeah. I'm like, everyone, actually, I'm team don't pop a knee. That was my thing. I'm like, I'm not about to take a knee. Like, are you kidding? And I was a referee, and parents would get so upset when other teams wouldn't take a knee. And I'm like, bro, you're so mad right now. That kid is 6 years old. What's it called? Makes less than 10K a year. Papillion, thank you. You just saved me 35 to 50 bucks an hour for Dribbler LLC. Most American pronunciation. Well, I used to live in Papillion, Nebraska. My Funko Pop came in. Hell yeah, Phoenix. That's sick. Todd does a really, really good job, in my opinion. All right, Micah, you can't take a bite. Sorry. No, my mouth is full. No! What's up? Thank you so much, Blue, for the raid. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been taking the most subtle hits off my burrito just to look. Yes. ZooWeeMama indeed. Blue, it's exhausting. I don't know if there's much. Like, I'm begging to be free from the discourse. I don't care. I don't care. Just, everyone calm down. Can we just talk about the game? That's what I was hoping to do. It's okay that Ashley and Morgan aren't friends. I don't know why anyone needs to hear about it. I don't know why we need to like keep deliberating like the ethics of them not getting along. It's okay. Oh yeah, we usually try to keep some smooth jazz going here as the background. My only comment is don't release private message. Yeah, posting screenshots ever is kind of crazy. Of like, look, here's me and so-and-so talking about this, and it's like, all right, now I feel like I can't. I feel like I can't text you anymore. Yeah, it feels so funny to be like, what are you talking about? You said we were friends here. And it's like, okay, but I'm saying now that we are not friends. It's so funny. I'm gonna start posting like random screenshots of like me and Rachel Riley, and it's gonna be me asking for Brendan's like size and swim trunks, and I'm just gonna flex that I text Rachel. I'm gonna be like, oh, this is all Haley's design. This is all Haley's design. It looks much better from her perspective. I get the like back and then she's there and I'm here. But yeah. Yes, you let me know what day. Okay, let me see what we're cooking with, by the way. One of my favorite people in the diary room swiped up on my story and was like, would love you as a PA. And I'm like, I would love to go grab your lunch. Let's see what we're cooking up. I would love to be a PA. I think that would be so lit. As long as the job pays well, I don't see anything like not desirable. Thank you so much, Kelsey, for tuning in. Thank you, Cassie, for tuning in. Have a great rest. No, that's okay, Martha. You don't need to eat that. I would like to be a PA. I'd be a little nervous because my car doesn't have AC. So I just would be dying. I feel like they send me to go get something. I'd be like, I'm gonna bring an electric bike. Like I have an electric skateboard. Ugh. Oh, Martha's in the way. I have an electric skateboard right here. Me going down the highway and that, just weaving through traffic. I think that's a good idea. Okay, all right. You're losing your mind, Martha. All right. Okay, relax. Just going through traffic. Zipping, zapping. Who cares? But it's all right. Outside of that, I don't know if there's much more discourse to talk about within the Big Brother community. It's just been kind of exhausting. Hasn't been great. Blue, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Godspeed. Round of applause for Blue. Make sure you're following her if you're not already. Well, hopefully you are. We've rated her a couple times, so hopefully you're following her. Is there anything else? What? Why are you crying? Okay, come here. Martha is so upset. Who did you want to raid? Who did you want to raid, Soja? Oh, let me tell you. So today, I applied for it's like a staffing HR job for like Six Flags. Come here then. So I applied for this job, and through the application, they're like, when's the best time to contact you? And I put Pacific, there was a drop down scroll, and I saw Pacific, so I clicked it, went about my day. I applied for a different position, and then I realized that it was I put the wrong time. It was talking Pacific as in Honolulu instead of PST, the time zone I'm in right now. And so then I called Six Flags because there's no way to update my application, and I didn't want to submit another application, and then they're like, all right, dude, we get it. And so I sat on hold for 54 minutes. Call connects, and they're like, hello? And I was like, hi, my name is Quinn. And then call drops. I called back and hit the whatever series of numbers again, and then it goes straight to voicemail. And so then I left a voicemail, and I'm like, hey, I was on hold for an hour. Made a mistake. If you could give me a call, love to get it sorted. Otherwise, this is my phone number. You can look up my application that way. Please feel free to reach out to me all day with like the LA time zone. I don't mind. But I went on like a full journey. I went on like a 54-minute walk. They're like, oh, we heard about you. They're like, yeah, I heard about BB26 cast and why they kept Rubina. But yeah, let me see. Okay, we're losing our minds here. Twitch, let's see. Martha. Who did we want to raid? Who did we want to raid? Joseph, that is possible. Like... The Nick City? Okay. Which one is the Nick City? Yeah, we can raid the Nick City, and we'll give we'll sing our praises for Barrett. Fuck, you're right, Star. I did watch Let the Record Show. I did watch the Jerry O'Connell movie, so maybe we will do that tomorrow. All right. Baddies, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. And be sure to say hello to the Nick City. This is their like podcast thing where they talk about, it says Big Brother Week 1 eviction. Everyone say hi. Thank you all so much. Bye.